I'm not wearing a shirt, but I feel super inspired to make this video because it's happened to me today live action. One of the most valuable traits that the best professional athletes, CEOs, executives out here, the high performing, successful people in the world have is they don't lose sight of the vision. And I find myself falling into this trap. And I literally was in this past week. I was really struggling with my consistency. I've been extra fatigued during this past week of marathon prep. And you fall into the state, or I did at least, where it would be so much easier to just not go run, to not care about my nutrition, to not go lift. Like literally I got to this point where I was like envious of normal people and normal lives where they don't have to wake up early and train. They don't have to be sore like I am. They don't have to worry about getting enough protein and nutrients in. They can just eat out all the time, and it's just so much easier to live that lifestyle. And this will destroy so much of your progress if you let yourself stay in this. It is very normal to find yourself in this moment. And here's exactly what helps me. So hopefully it helps you pull yourself out of this as well. Number one is we need to come to terms with is it might be an easier life for normal people to live, but do I want the outcomes that the normal average population is getting? I could tell you, no. I don't want to be average. It's the last thing I want. Today's average is overweight, is sick, is controlled by the fucking media, and is just brainwashed and sleepwalking all the time. I don't want that. It might feel like it would be so much easier to not do any of the hard shit that I'm doing in my life. But if I give in and only do the easy things, I am guaranteed to get the easy results. I am guaranteed to get the results that the average people are getting. And I don't want that in my life. So ask yourself when you find yourself in these moments, do I want the results that will come from living this easy life? And if the answer is no, hopefully it's no, then that will also start to spark something in you. But the second aspect is most important. And this is what I mean by the best high performers out there. They never lose sight of the vision. The second aspect, when you start to feel this way, is you are starting to compare yourself and compare what you feel you need to do for your vision compared to everybody else's easier life, rather than comparing it to the vision, the end goal. Okay. So, first is to ask yourself, do you want the results that these people are going to get from living such an easy life? The answer is usually no. Now, the second aspect is you need to remind yourself of your vision. And literally, I noticed this in myself is I will stop meditating. I will stop journaling. I will stop doing the inner work once I start getting into this bad state of mind and I'm falling short and I'm losing my consistency and I'm becoming very negative. I'm complaining a whole bunch. I just feel like shit. And we think that we feel like shit because of all these external oh my god, I gotta run again, I gotta lift, I gotta do all this. All I want to do is sleep, and I just want to, it's all, I feel like this because of all these things I need to be doing. But it's wrong. The reason we feel like this is because we've lost sight of the vision. So literally what I did today, which is completely shifted my mentality. I just filmed like 6 videos. I'm now doing this. I filmed something for our clients. I'm building out a budget tracker for our clients to help them financially as well. And all of this inspiration was sparked from one thing I did this morning, and that is morning meditation, focusing on visualization. Focusing on your vision. What is the end goal? Why is it important for me to do all these hard fucking things? Why is it important for me to not be average? Why is it important for me to go run 6 days a week, to go lift and push my body's limits 3 times a week, to focus on tracking my nutrition because I want to perform my best? Why is it important for me to come on here and film and face my anxieties and try to create value for the people that I love in my community? Why is that important to me? Why is it important to you? Nobody can answer that question except for you. And the only way that you can truly answer that question truthfully is to stop consuming. So literally what I noticed today is I need to create first within before I consume anything in my life. And I have ADHD. So what I do is I brick my phone. I have it on a schedule now where it bricks at night and it stays bricked until I decide to go unbrick it. And if you don't know what bricking your phone means, then I highly suggest looking up Brick, Get Brick. It's a great app limitation product that you can buy. And today, instead of scrolling when I wake up, or like my biggest weakness, dude, like TMI is like when I go use the bathroom, it's like my excuse to go scroll. So instead of scrolling while I use the bathroom and get ready, no scrolling whatsoever. Before I tap into anybody else's vision, anybody else's goals or creations, I need to tap into mine first. And I follow a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation on YouTube. You can just look up Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations. You can look up, visualization meditations, or you can simply just have, frequency music in the background and go through your own process. Here's my recommendation. I either follow Dr. Joe's meditation or I will do my own process, but they're both essentially the same thing. First thing you want to do is sit down in meditation. I do 20 minutes. 20 minutes is my sweet spot. I understand if you're not there yet, start with 5, start with 10. Just do something. It's the consistency over time that really makes a difference, right? Start by relaxing your body. You can bring your awareness and attention onto the different muscle groups that you have throughout your body while you're sitting. You can sit in a chair like this. You can sit on a meditation pillow. I wouldn't recommend lying down because you need to be aware. You need to be awake. And what happens is if you lie down, most likely you're going to fall asleep, especially if you're newer to meditation. So sit down. And the first 5 minutes is all about focusing on your breath, really being intentional with inhales, exhales, focusing on the breath, slowing down. You can count your breaths if you'd like. And then from there, shift to the muscles. You shift your attention to the muscles. And with every exhale, you can let go and try to feel gravity take over and let your muscles relax. This does 2 things. Number 1, it puts you in a relaxed mental state, which when you are in a relaxed state, you're not in fight or flight, your mind is a little bit more programmable. You are more able to be creative, to tap into the subconscious mind. Number 2, it is actually training your focus muscle. Focus and awareness is a muscle. So you're already starting to train by getting these reps in of oh yeah, focus on the muscle. Wait, what about this to-do list? Oh wait, relax my traps. Well, what I got to do tomorrow? Oh wait, come back, right? So you are getting the repetitions in of building that focus muscle. From there, guys, I literally want you to just imagine. I want you to tap into childlike creativity. I get goosebumps thinking about this shit, man. It is a child. The essence of being childlike is the closest that we can be to God. Because children, before they are skewed or programmed subconsciously or just taught things by their parents, by family, by society, a child and its childlike innocence and imagination is the closest you can get to God because there's no limits. The creativity is unmatched. So take time in this meditation to let your imagination flow. It's going to take practice. You don't want to try to force it. If you notice that you're getting lost in thought, that's okay. Do not become upset with yourself. It's another repetition to focus and practice to build this muscle. Practice childlike creativity. There is no limit to what you can make up in your mind. And I want you to really just imagine the most beautiful, abundant life that you can have. Physically, mentally, financially, in your relationships, in your family. What do you have materially? What do you feel spiritually? How do you feel emotionally? And really just imagine yourself and your goals. It could be next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It doesn't matter. I just want you to start learning how to tap into this childlike creativity. So when you're seeing this, it's a lot easier to imagine yourself seeing almost like a movie theater screen and just seeing your life play out. What are you doing? How do you look in the mirror? How do you walk? How do you talk? Have fun with it. Man, I'm strong. Look at how lean I am. Man, look at me. I'm so confident the way I walk, the way I talk. My wife is happy. Our children are beautiful. Look at our amazing home. And really start creating the life that you want with no limitations. Because I'm telling you, God will give you what you ask for once you truly believe that you've had it. God will give you exactly what you asked for if you truly believe that it's already arrived. And the way that you truly believe that it's already arrived is you make it mentally. Everything that you see in this world, the bookshelves, the mic, this computer screen that you're looking at was all created in the imagination first before it was brought to this three-dimensional world, before it was put into plastic and metal and electronics. It had to be imagined first. The imagination is the key. Kobe Bryant fucking knew. He was Mamba mentality. He knew he was going to be the best. He knew everything that was going to happen in his life because he had already seen it. Every game he had visualized, every shot he had visualized already. This is true for every high performer out there, guys. There are so many studies showing just how powerful visualization is, and it literally will change your life. So if you find yourself in a rut, ask yourself, what am I comparing myself to? Am I comparing myself to the norm? Am I envious of this easy life? And if you are feeling envious, ask yourself, if I'm envious of this easy life, do I want the easy results that come with it? Most of the time it's going to be no. And then the second aspect is you need to sit here and meditate and visualize your future. First 5 minutes, calm your nervous system down by focusing on your body and your breath. The next 10 minutes, you can focus on your visualization, okay? As you start to advance, you can also visualize, this is a specialty from Dr. Joe Dispenza, is now see yourself in the habits that you've been doing that don't necessarily align. I'm going to put myself on blast and just give my example. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be jacked. I want to be lean. I want to be athletic. I want to be strong. I want to have $1 million business. I want to have 100,000 followers on Instagram. I want 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque. I want to be able to give back to my community when it comes to strength training and performance mindset. Okay. And my past week, my habits, my actions have not been aligning with that. So I visualize the future that I want. I visualize myself. I see all this awesome stuff. Now, let me ask myself, what have I been doing? What are the actions that have been misaligned? I've been doom scrolling a shit ton. I've been sitting here comparing myself to all these people I see on, well, maybe I should be like them. I haven't been present. Every time I go to be creative in my process, I've caught myself thinking, well, how does this compare to what I saw on this or what I saw on this? Okay. I've been sleeping a lot. I've been oversleeping. I've been ignoring my alarm clock, all because I'm like, oh my God, dude, I don't want to run again. Like I'm so fucking tired of this. I've been complaining a lot. I've been catching myself talking shit over and over during our runs. So again, from a third person view, see the screen. I'm seeing myself doing these habits that don't align. And then what I like to do is I will say, God, I ask that you give me the strength. I ask that you take this version of me and you use it to help benefit me. Take this from me because you have more power, more ability than I do, and use this to help me grow. And now I will now come back to the future visualization that I want. And I will end the meditation again, visualizing this future desired state that I want, the money, the physique, the goals, the community, being able to help my mom, being able to provide and support for my family, and end the meditation on that. Literally, that is why I'm so fired up right now, is that meditation has literally changed the trajectory of this past week in 20 minutes because your brain and your nervous system and your hormones do not know the difference between something that happens in the real world, in the three-dimensional world, and what happens in your imagination. And this is truth. This is factual. You can try to argue with it and say this is woo-woo, but it's not. This is why visualization is so powerful. This is why you can have a wet dream and imagine yourself having some form of a sexual desire and have a physical response. Your imagination is so much more powerful than you realize. So when you're stuck in a rut, use it to your benefit. Do these two things, and I guarantee that it will pull you out of a rut. And if you do this every day and you do this consistently, you will start stacking more action towards your goals and your dreams that they are guaranteed to become a reality eventually, sooner than later. It is how I've been able to accomplish everything in my life. And it's so wild that it works. And I hope that you seriously take this chance and do this. If you are not happy with where you are right now, you have to try this. Try something new. Do this consistently for the next 90 days. Oh my God, bro. Do it consistently for the next 6 months to a year. You could change the trajectory of your entire life. I promise you, it is so fucking helpful. If you guys want me to drop the meditations that I do, I don't know, just drop a comment down below and I'll try to link them in the description, I guess. But seriously, guys, give this a shot. It is life-changing. And I hope you just have an open mind to this, okay? If you guys find this helpful, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll just keep dropping sauce like this. See ya. Much love.